Starmer for the first time receives shocking news beyond his control. In the heart of London, on a crisp autumn morning, the air buzzed with anticipation. Keir Starmer, the leader of the opposition, awoke to an unexpected day. The sun streamed through his window, casting a golden hue across the room, but there was an unusual weight in the atmosphere, a sensation that something monumental was about to unfold. As he sipped his morning coffee, Starmer received a text that would shatter the calm of his day. The message was cryptic, simply stating, "You need to be at Buckingham Palace by noon. The Queen has something urgent to discuss." His heart raced. Why would the monarchy summon him? The last time a leader was called to the palace, it was for a momentous occasion. Could this be a pivotal turning point in his career? Starmer hurriedly dressed, his mind racing with possibilities. He could hardly focus on the implications of a royal summons. Would he be asked to support a new initiative? Was there a political crisis brewing? The questions swirled in his mind as he navigated the bustling streets of Westminster, the chatter of passers-by fading into a distant hum. Upon arriving at Buckingham Palace, Starmer was greeted by the familiar grandeur of the royal residence, but today it felt different. The guards stood stoic, their expressions unreadable. Entering the palace, he was escorted to a waiting room adorned with opulent decor, yet the lavish surroundings did little to calm his nerves. Instead, they amplified the tension. Minutes felt like hours as he waited, the clock ticking ominously on the wall. Then, the door swung open. A royal aide, serious and poised, gestured for him to enter. Starmer stepped into the ornate sitting room, where Queen Elizabeth sat regally, her demeanor calm yet commanding. "Mr. Starmer," she said, her voice steady, "thank you for coming on such short notice." He nodded, trying to maintain composure. "Your Majesty, it's an honor." The Queen's gaze pierced through him, and for a moment, he felt as if she could see into the depths of his ambition and fears. "I have received unsettling news," she continued, her expression grave. "The monarchy faces challenges that could resonate through the fabric of our nation. I require your support in addressing them." Starmer's pulse quickened. What challenges? And why was he being called upon now? The Queen's words hung in the air, heavy with unspoken implications. "What kind of challenges, Your Majesty?" Before she could respond, the aide returned, whispering urgently in her ear. The Queen's expression shifted, a flicker of concern crossing her face. "It appears there has been a breach of security," she said, her voice low but firm. "I must ensure the safety of the royal family and the integrity of the crown." Starmer felt a chill. A security breach. This was unprecedented. "What can I do to help?" he asked, adrenaline coursing through him. The Queen leaned forward, her tone serious. "We need to unite the political landscape. There are whispers of dissent, and the public's trust is waning. You must rally the nation behind the monarchy during this tumultuous time." As she spoke, Starmer's mind raced. He had always been a staunch supporter of the monarchy, but this was a call to action that could redefine his political career. Yet, the weight of the task loomed large. Could he persuade a divided nation to stand united? Suddenly, the room was filled with a flurry of activity. Security personnel rushed in, their faces taut with urgency. "Your Majesty, we need to relocate you immediately," one of them said, urgency lacing his voice. Starmer's heart sank. Was the threat more immediate than he had realized? The Queen rose, her expression unwavering. "You will need to act swiftly, Mr. Starmer. The nation's stability depends on it," she said as she was ushered out, leaving him with more questions than answers. Alone in the room, Starmer felt the weight of history pressing down on him. This was more than just a political maneuver, it was a pledge to protect the ideals of a nation. He had to gather his thoughts, devise a plan, and confront the brewing storm head-on. As he left Buckingham Palace, a sense of purpose ignited within him. He would not let this moment slip away. But as he stepped into the bustling streets once more, he was met with an unexpected sight. Protesters gathered outside, their signs calling for reform, their voices echoing against the palace walls. Would he be able to bridge the divide? Could he indeed rally the nation behind the monarchy? The clock was ticking, and the stakes were higher than ever. What would Starmer decide? How would he confront this unprecedented challenge? And what secrets lay hidden within the royal family that could change everything? As the camera panned away from Starmer, the screen faded to black, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats, eagerly awaiting the next chapter in this unfolding saga. The royal family was entwined in a web of intrigue, and one thing was certain, the story was far from over.